forth in the segment of why don't we say Shir Shel Yom at Mincha like we do at Shachris. According to the last few times that we've been dealing with this issue, we're assuming that we are mimicking what was done in the temple. In the temple they said a Shir Shel Yom at Shachris, as well as at Mincha, namely on the daily sacrifice in the morning, as well as in the evening. So why don't we do the same thing? And today I'd like to present two opposite answers to this question. The Maharam Alshich, quoted by the Magen Avraham, says a very simple answer. Eino ma'akev korban ela b'shachris. Only at the korban tamid in the morning was the Shir Shel Yom me'akev. Namely, it invalidated the korban if you did not say the song of the day. But at Mincha, if you brought the korban and you didn't say the song of the day, the korban was valid. Probably the reason for this, and I'm guessing, is because you already said it in the morning. There's no reason to say it in the afternoon at the same extent. Namely, once a day, every day, you have to say the Shir Shel Yom, the proper psalm of the day. And if you already said it once a day, that's great. You should say it twice a day, but if not, it's not ma'akev. I have to admit that this answer, in my opinion, is very problematic, because that means that every single day the Jewish people are doing something a little bit di'evet. In other words, if we can take another example, you're supposed to make a bracha and then shake a lulav. If you didn't make the bracha but you just shook the lulav, it's not ma'akev. But does anyone out there think that for the old 7 days of Sukkot, lechatchila, don't make a bracha? The proper way to do it is to make a bracha and then do the mitzvah. So, every single day the Jewish people are doing something b'di'eved, namely, it's not ma'akev, so we don't do it. We should do it properly. We should say it even at Mincha. It seems a little problematic in my eyes that every single day we're not doing the mitzvah like it's supposed to be done. Namely, we're supposed to bring a korban, so we daven Mincha instead. We're supposed to say Shir Shel Yom, but since it's not ma'akev, every single day we're not going to do it? Very hard answer to understand. Now let's take an opposite answer. The Chasam Sofer. The Chasam Sofer, in his Perush on Masechet Beitza, Daf Daled Amud Bet, says the following answer. He says, cardinal rule number 1 is to ein koflin shum shir b'yom echad pa'amayim. They did not say the same Shir Shel Yom in the morning and in the evening. In other words, there were 2 different Shir Shel Yoms of every day. It could be a regular Tuesday, but there were 2 different Shir Shel Yoms. And therefore, he says, since we don't know what they said in the evening, because the Beraita that we quoted from Masechet Rosh Hashanah only talks about 1 Shir Shel Yom per day, Sheva al ta'aseh adif, shelo lomar shum shira, milomar shira, shelo ikva leyomo. Better not to say anything than to say the wrong one. In other words, unlike the Maharam Alshich, he says it is ma'akev, but it's so ma'akev, and you have to be so pedantic and so careful that since we just don't know what they said at Mincha, we don't say it. Mainly it's a tragedy. Every day at Mincha, we just don't know what used to be in the Beis HaMikdash. For example, he says, it could very well be that the Brisa wasn't hiding information. It could be that they took the same Shir Shel Yom for Sunday and they divided it into 2. In his words, maybe they said plag half in the morning and half in the evening. The only problem is we don't know where the cutoff point is. And therefore he says, based on my cardinal rule, that you do not repeat the same Shir Shel Yom twice in the same day, and we don't know what they said at Mincha, we never say it at Mincha. That's the answer of the Chasam Sofer. So while the Maharam Alshich says, it's not ma'akev, so it's okay not to say it, the Chasam Sofer says it's so ma'akev, it's better not to say the wrong one. And since we don't know what it is, better to leave it out.
וקיימתנו מלכנו